Oh, hi! Second part of the twofer. Now, we're gonna be starting on a new series come April. It's what I'll be calling the clown series. Now, I guess with this, you might have an idea already what I'm gonna be featuring. But to give you an additional clue, we're gonna be showcasing his nemesis or his reason for being or his forever enemy, and I guess someone he considers his friend or his frenemy. It's Batman. Yes. So I guess you guys have an idea on who I will be sharing on the character I'll be sharing for the month of April, since of course April starts with April Fool's Day. So I think it's very apt that we're gonna be having the Joker, the different SH Figuarts Jokers that I have for the month of April. But before we do it, let's start off with his nemesis. Let's start things off right with Injustice Batman. Yes, this is actually the first Batman that has been under SH Figuarts. And it's not from a movie, it's actually coming from the game, the Injustice game. So, this Batman would be more of I guess it looks lot like a mix of the Christian Bale Batman with a more cartoony look. Now, right off the bat, this is actually pretty old. It's been with me for quite a while, and I would say that this is also one of the more expensive one of the more expensive figures I got at that time. But I would say this has a lot of stuff. So remember, if you still remember, for the few people who watch me, that what do I mean by value, especially for SH Figuarts? It's anything outside the figure, extra hands, and the faceplates. So this has a lot of it. As you can see, it is quite thick. See, finger, more than my finger. It's actually quite thick, and it's actually pretty hefty. So let's open this up. Now, one thing that you might notice with this Batman, with this figure, is that it doesn't open in the side. It doesn't open to the side. It doesn't. It actually opens from the top, and that's because it just has a lot of stuff. It will just break. So let's open this up. So remember, this is from the old style wherein they have product pictures. Some product pictures, but it's actually pretty dark. So, but then again, so is the game, and it has the opening. So this is what it looks like. Now, this has a lot of stuff. It also includes instructions, because the newer SH Figuarts put the instructions in the flap, but this is still the old style. It does have the instructions. As you can see, it's actually pretty yellowed already. It is that old, but older figures, even older SH figures are always better. So this is the figure. Now, now this is what makes it actually thick, because it's actually two sets inside. So we have the basic figure. We have the basic figure with an extra face. The face that you'll be seeing here is the face of Batman, where the whole cowl is covered, because there's spaces. A lot of it will have the smoke, and so this is in the game. So it has that. It has two batarangs. The grappling hook gun, and the grappling hook. Next is 5 extra hands. Well, basically 2 pairs and 1 extra hand. One kind of shooty posy hand. And what do we have here in the second part, which makes it really cool? Number 1 is his basic cape. Okay, so this is the cape that he uses for the basic poses. Now, this is a second part. It actually opens up again. So it actually opens up 3 times. So this is the normal cape. This is the basic cape that he has. The back part, the main back part. And then when you open it up, it has this. This is the grappling hook. The grappling hook with the grappling hook extended. Right, so it can be put in the gun, and then if it can pose it like he's shooting out. And the other parts of the cape, because this is actually a pretty big cape. So what happens here would be, so this is the cape. You can enter, you can slot him in the cape. So they do have these small holes. You can see that light from the light, which you can connect to the cape. So they have this, which you can connect, so it extends the cape. So there, extends the cape. Now for the figure. Now take note, this is not a movie version of the Batman. This is a game version. So there will be differences from what you're used to. But then again, it's just basically the same. It's just basically Batman armored. As this is the one with that has the face covering. But if you want the original Batman head, they have the original Batman head. You'll have the original Batman head. It's actually not bad. It's actually pretty cool. Then there's with the extra hands. Now, as you can see, it doesn't have the cape. So what will happen is you will need to attach the cape in the back. So basically, you'll be there's a small peg that you'll be attaching him in the back. So the good thing there is that from the back, it also has an extra flap. So the connection doesn't look too awkward. So it seems that it's just part of the cape. Cool, right? And stand them up here. There you go. And two batarangs. So basically it's for something for him to hold on to. There's not much difference on it. There's not really much difference. It's just that you can have two batarangs. So maybe, but I hope you don't lose it. Then grappling gun. It's actually pretty cool. Grappling gun and the hook. And the hook. So you can either put it like this if he hasn't used it yet, or you can attach the one that is deployed. It's like you're deploying the gun, but you have to be careful. It's a little soft, but the good thing is it's wire, so it doesn't really fall off. So you can really pose it. You can do some dynamic poses with it. So I would say this is, in terms of value, in terms of accessories and value, this is really a good deal. And if you're a Batman fan, it's even better. Though, of course, if you're going to be a purist about it, this is not in any movie, but this is in a video game. So it's not. I wouldn't say that it's not a bad purchase for a Batman fan, because if you're going to play with it, or if you're gonna play the game, then it's great, you know. It's also funny because Sh Figuarts didn't really do that much Batman stuff, so it's a little bit weird that they started out with this. Though they did have the Injustice line, which is basically him, Joker, and Superman. So there, see, you can transfer his face to the Batman face and to the original Batman. And I love the fact that the pointy ears are pretty bent. So there, you can actually use. You can actually pose it. Posability is always really good. In terms of the sculpt, it's actually a really good sculpt. It's actually, I would say, more realistic, for instance, that he's full of padding and protection so that he can beat people up as well. You've got his side stuff here. So I think it's pretty good. This is a pretty good deal, in a sense that you're getting a figure with a full cape, extra hands, even an extra head, and all the weapons, his iconic batarang, and also with the grappling gun. So I would say if you're a fan of Batman, if you're a movie fan, then I guess you wouldn't like this, or you might pass on this. But then again, if you're a Batman fan, I'm sure you're gonna want this, especially if you play video games. It's a great figure. It's also it's a great figure. It's a great deal. You get a lot of stuff for the figure. For the price, for the price, you get a lot of stuff. Very poseable, as is always with SH Figuarts. So I would say this is a really great deal. And even for Superman fans, if you have it, but I would say great deal. If you want to buy it, actually, you don't really see this much, but I do see some people selling this off. But I would say get it. It's great. It's great value. I always say it's great value. You get a lot of stuff, and it's a nice product. So, sorry. So check it out. Check this out. I hope that you can. Hope that you like it. And my take on it, it's a must buy. If you're a Batman fan, must buy. If you're going to be a movie purist, maybe not. But if you still like Batman, this is a great figure. Even if you're a video games fan, great figure, great value, great accessories. Overall, great figure, great buy. So again, thank you very much for this. Thank you very much for sharing the time with me, and we're gonna be starting our April Fools, our April clowny episode next week. And I hope that you enjoy my Joker collection. So